Good morning everyone, Martin from EVM here, EVM's handover specialist. Today we're going to talk to you about the eCityline. So here she is here. So we have your keys here, so it's a keyless entry. So this is your unlock and lock button there. We also have a door operation key fob. So this does your passenger side door. So just push once. We'll turn the alarm off first and then push again. That'll close your doors. So if you need to open the bonnet, so you push and hold the unlock button, your window will come down. And we reach in, open the door, and inside this is your bonnet pull here, so just lift that to release the bonnet. So here we have your electric engine, as they call it. This is the main brain of the engine. And anything in orange you have to be aware of is has 400 volts running through it, although you can touch it, and it should only be worked on by a specialist engineer. Your levels on the vehicle, screen wash is here. This is your coolant for the heating and coolant for the batteries. This little device here it warns passengers that there's an electric vehicle within the vicinity, so when you start moving off this will make a humming noise, but when you get to about 12 kilometers per hour that will cut out. To charge the vehicle, this is your main charging head unit. So now to open this we need to walk round to the driver's door. You have a little button here and we just push that, and the red light comes on to show that the front panel is now open. So we go back round, we're now released, and this is your charging point. Now if you're going to go on a fast charging off-site, CCS we call it, to a 250, 300 kilowatts, it'll take both of these up. But if you're charging on site, you've probably got just one charging cable like this, and then that just plugs in to there. And you hear a couple of clicks, that's now connected to the vehicle, and inside I'll show you the panel showing you how much time it's going to charge and what percentage is there. So when you're plugged into the charger, this is the screen that will pop up. This will go up and down. This here will show you how long it's going to take to charge it to 100%. This is the charge it's on at the minute. When the cable's plugged into the vehicle at the front and it's connected, this will say locked. When charging is complete and you're ready to take the cable out, just press that and it will show unlocked and you're good to pull out. Or switch off from the main power supply, that will also disconnect the cable for you. When you're driving, this is what you're going to see. This is the range that's left in the vehicle at the minute on 49%. Now charging, we always recommend you never charge the vehicle if it's above 80%, and you try not to let it drop below 20%. When you're accelerating, this will move round, it'll go up and show you how much kilowatts you're drawing out of the battery. When you go foot off the accelerator, you then go into what we call regen mode, and this will go up and show how much power you're putting back into the batteries. Now, as professional drivers and you're keeping your distance from the vehicle in front, you shouldn't have to use the foot brake at all, only in an emergency, red light or a give way. So if we slide across here, So this is your regen level here. So I generally use it on number 4, and it really acts just like a normal brake. If you find that's a bit too harsh for you or your passengers, just play around with it, knock it down 1 level to number 3 and see how you get on with that. Obviously the higher you are, the more power you're putting back into the battery. I also recommend, as you're probably just running around town, you're only going to be doing 30 mile an hour, put the range mode on, so you'll get more range out of the battery. It drops the power by about 20%, so it's restricted to 50 mile an hour, but it will drop down to 47 maximum on the range mode. This is your time. Push and hold, and then you can adjust the time when you need to, when the clocks go back or whatever. So on this screen you can time the heating to come on for an hour. Say you start your duty at 5 AM, you can time it to come on at 4 AM by adjusting, pushing the arrow. So we're now set for 4 AM, but the vehicle will have to be plugged in and power coming into the vehicle. Up here we have the heater power settings, which we recommend for the winter. You have it on 3, so every unit is 1 kilowatt, so that's how much power you're drawing out from the batteries. So obviously your range will be lower with this on. So in the the summer, you leave that on 0, and in the summer for the aircon, you put that one up to 3. So that's the power the aircon unit's drawing out of your batteries. So we'll start off on the door. So you have electric mirrors and electric windows. So this is driver's window down, passenger window down. Mirror adjust for the offside mirror, push that once, and then you adjust with this, and then for the near side exactly the same. So controls here, it's for your exterior lighting. Just leave it on automatic, it will do its own thing. When it gets dark, the lights will come on. When it's light, they'll go off again. This is your rear fog, front fog. This is your headlight adjust, but they are adjusted when delivered to the right level, so just keep that on 0. And this is your display dimmer switch. This little bit here has no functionality at all. Like your diesel, you have cruise control. Because this has been converted to an electric vehicle, you don't have cruise control. Now to start the vehicle, you have the start button here. We push that once, and then we push it for a second time. You'll see this needle shoot up. So we're nearly ready to go. So if you look at the screen here, it says press the brake. So we push the brake, and that will. So we're ready to go now. So in order to move the vehicle, you always have to put the seat belt on. If you haven't got the seat belt on, the vehicle won't go anywhere. So it's foot on the brake, push down, and we're now in drive. And then just to the right down here, you can see it's a little parking brake. So we lift that and the light goes off. So we're now good to go. So it's from the foot brake to the accelerator, you'll hear the brake release, and off we go. So interior lighting, push down, that will be your main bright light. That'll be your night blue lights, and this is a dimmer switch. You can dim the lighting as well. This little switch here on the passenger double door, there's an outside light that will power that on. This is your Hanover destination display. power up. And if you're putting in a ticket machine, this is the power button for that. As we move over, this is the climate control for the passenger area. So we push the power button once, give it a few seconds to initiate. This is your temperature level up and down. This is the temperature outside. That's your air conditioning button. You see it's on there. And this is your fan level button, and you'll see it change there. So that's maximum. And to power off, press and hold for 3 seconds. And so moving over to the driver's heating. So it's off at the minute. To power on, just push that fan level up once. It'll go up in sections here. This is your temperature control, up and down. Air conditioning button when it's hot in the summer. When it is really hot, I recommend you use this button here. So this will circulate the air conditioning within the vehicle and stop the vehicle drawing hot air. So it's less wear and tear on the aircon unit. I'll put them off. In the winter, when it's all frosty, switch that one on. It'll give you maximum demist for your windscreen. And this is your direction of flow. So at the minute it's screens coming out the vents here, and it's on your feet. So I generally just leave it on there, but you can adjust. So as I said earlier, this is the power button for your Hanover display. If you don't already have the software, which you probably have, then you need to contact Hanover and get the software for them to download your destination onto a USB stick, which then you pop in here and it downloads within a couple of seconds. So if for any reason that you need to tow the vehicle, the procedure for this is put foot on the brake, push up one into neutral, then we move across to the handbrake release. We pull that up and hold for a few seconds till you hear the brakes releasing. And that's it. So we have a switch just to the left of the driver's seat. It's an isolation button for all the interior electrics. So if you're going to store it for a week or so, then we recommend you switch this one off. Also, if you are going to store it for 4 or 5 days, we recommend that you disconnect the 12-volt battery, which is under the bonnet, and just take the negative cable off, and when you're ready to go again, just pop it back on. Otherwise there'll be a drain and you'll come back and find your vehicle won't start because the 12-volt battery has gone flat. You have a manual ramp on the eCityline, similar to the one you have on your diesel CityLine. So it's a case of just pulling open. Like the diesel CityLine, you have a sensor button here, which we recommend you keep clean at all times. So when the ramp is deployed, you have a buzzer which you can hear in the background, and a warning light here to indicate to the driver that the ramp is still out. Every passenger has a USB, so they can charge their mobile phone. So it's USB and a USB-C port, which is quite useful. We have various stop buttons around the vehicle, so when the passenger pushes the button, it'll come up on the display and let the driver know somebody needs to get off the vehicle. When you're carrying a wheelchair passenger, they have their own separate button with the disabled wheelchair on. They push that, it'll tell the driver on display there that the wheelchair passenger will need to get off at the next stop. The driver can reset that. There's a little button here. If you push that once. So Martin EVM, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do have any problems or you need some support, any questions about the vehicle, please contact us at support@evm.uk. Take care, bye now.